Hello everyone, this is Chris from Oakwood Veneer. Today we're going to talk about backing options on our veneer products. We take pride in the fact that we offer several different styles and varieties of backings for your veneer. Let's get started showing you what we have to offer. Okay, so here at Oakwood we sell sheets of veneer 4 foot by 8 foot and larger. It's important that you have requested for sheets to be sequenced if they're going to be continuously used on one project. For example, even though these 3 sheets of veneer are the same species of wood, 2 of them are matched. These 2 have the same color and grain pattern, as opposed to this 3rd sheet. It is not the same color or pattern, even though it is the same species. For larger projects, such as a lobby or a library, you need to request that sheets are sequenced so you get the same color and grain direction. Otherwise, standalone sheets are available for your use for single projects. Okay, here we have an example of 4 sheets of premium walnut, but notice 2 of these sheets are sequenced with one another, meaning the color and the pattern and the grain are going to be very similar to one another. If I was to try to use this panel with this sheet, it would not have the uniform color or grain pattern that you'd want. So these are 2 examples of independent walnut sheets that are not sequenced to one another, and an example of 2 sheets that are sequenced together. Be sure to request sequence panels if you're making projects that will require more than 1 sheet. Here at Oakwood Veneer, all of our sheets are backed by some type of material. What I mean by that is raw veneer, that is just simply the veneer itself, is very difficult to use. It very easily tears. It's not as flexible. It's very difficult because it breaks and splits. It can be quite frustrating. What we do instead is we add backings to this. This particular piece, we have a paper back to it. It helps it to prevent it from splitting while maintaining its flexibility, and we're actually able to break the fibers so that it is more flexible than a raw piece of veneer. This is one of the most common options that we have for backing. A second option is what we call wood on wood. This is another piece of wood veneer glued to the back, but notice the grain direction is at a right angle to the first piece. This is the veneer that we would want to show, this mahogany. On the back, veneer going the opposite direction and glued makes this a very stable piece, since the expansion and contraction from temperature changes and humidity changes are going to want to counteract each other. Very stable, very sturdy, very strong way of backing veneer. A third way that we have is for those people that are more familiar with using laminates, plastic laminates. This has a plastic, very rigid, hard back that will make this so that it is almost identical to installing a plastic laminate. Once it was applied, you would simply use a router and a file, like you would any other plastic laminate. And last but not least, we have a specialty self-adhesive laminate. This is great for applications on smooth, sealed surfaces such as glass or pre-finished wood. Often used for repair or with glass for things like lampshades. All right, I'd like to showcase another option that we at Oakwood Veneer have for all of our customers. You can buy sheets of veneer 4 feet wide and 8 feet long, such as this one, or in the reverse, you can buy it 4 feet long and 8 feet wide. What I mean is just it is a different grain direction. Now, some people get confused between the term grain and figure. Grain is the direction that your wood fibers are oriented in the piece of wood. The figure is the pattern that is made from those tree rings and the fibers that are in the wood. In any case, we offer both as a selection to meet all of your woodworking needs. Thanks for watching. For more videos and tips, visit us at oakwoodveneer.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe.